I just really want to use this story to encourage somebody out there who might be going through something like it's really getting you down and all those kind of things. I just want to encourage you, like, it's not the end of the world. Hi guys, good afternoon. It's afternoon over here and welcome back to my videos. It's your girl NdatseNdomo, and if you're a regular subscriber, thank you guys. I really appreciate you. You are my YouTube family, and if this is your first time watching any of my videos, welcome to the family. Click the subscribe button below. You'll always get a notification anytime and every time I post. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing an eyelash tutorial, but not just an eyelash tutorial. I'm going to give in some words of encouragement and motivation. I'm going to be talking about how I lost my job and how I picked myself back up and how I got to where I am now with the help of God. I'm also going to be talking about the new YouTube monetization policy and how we can all beat it together as a family. So without much drama, let's get right into the video. Enjoy. So I have these lashes from the Beluster in Stage, and I really love these lashes. I'm going to be using these lashes for this tutorial. So to apply my eyelashes, I'm going to use my hand, and I'm going to use, honestly, I don't know what this is called, but I'm going to be using this tool to apply my lashes as well. So for one eye, I'm going to use my fingers, and for the other eye, I'm going to use this. I'm not very good at this, but let's see how it goes. So what you first want to do is, if you're using new lashes, that's fine. If you're using old lashes, make sure you clean off all the old, like glue from it, the old mascara, the old glitters if you have any on it. So the first thing you need to note is that when eyelashes come, there is one eyelash for each eye. So you need to see where the hair starts. So now this is my eyelash. This is my eyelash, as you can see. I hope you guys can see it. And there would be a place where the hairs are shorter than the other end. So for this eyelash, this place is shorter. Whatever place is shorter for your eyelash is where it should be starting. So since this place is shorter, that means that this eyelash is meant for this eye, so that it's going to be shorter starting here and then fuller out. Except of course if you're doing something really dramatic and the eyelashes are different, but generally these are how eyelashes are. So you need to look for the place which is shorter, and that should be the starting point, so you know which one is for the left eye and which one is for the right eye. Now another thing which I do when it comes to my eyelashes is I don't just immediately stick them on my eye. What I like to do is I like to first place them on my eye and kind of like see how they look or see how they feel. I also do that first without putting any glue. I also do that first so I can, like, see how I want them to look. So do I want it to be more inwards, or do I want it to come out here? It depends on the look I'm trying to go for. So I always like to just do that to kind of have an idea of what I'm trying to do. So I'm going to be applying my eyelash glue. And yeah, you guys, I promised you guys I was going to talk about losing my job and motivation, how I got back up. I just really want to use this story to encourage somebody out there who might be going through something like it's really getting you down and all those kind of things. I just want to encourage you, like, it's not the end of the world. There's always sunshine after the rain. No matter how cliche it sounds, it is true. There's always sunshine after the rain. And another thing I want to say is, if you believe in God, you believe whatever religion you are, you believe in God. I mean, there's like a higher power which you believe in, you pray to. He always has a purpose for your life. He always has something planned. So no matter what you're going through at this point in time, I just want to encourage you that it's not going to be the end of the world. 5 years down the line, you look back and smile. 5 days down the line, you also look down and smile. Just always try to think of the positive things that are happening in your life, even when you have your really down moments. So it's actually something very difficult to practice, but just try to do. You have to be very conscious of it, because there are moments when I've been like really down, and in those down moments I just try to focus on the positives. Like, there are moments where, like, you're like, we're all human beings. There might be a time when you're broke. Just try and think about the fact that, okay, I might be broke, but I have food to eat. I'm still alive. I'm still breathing. So anyways, without like talking too much, I don't know how my hair got into this mascara. So without doing too much talking, I just want to like tell you guys how I lost my job. So while I was in Dubai, I'm in Kuwait now, and I shuttle between Dubai and Kuwait. While I was in Dubai, actually, I knew I wanted to like switch jobs and switch careers, not for anything, not for any bad reasons. I just knew that I needed a change and it was time to move on to something else or move on to a different company. So what happened was I was searching around and I was really applying. Watch my tips on how to get a job video and I'll tell you all about like how I applied for a video, although I can do an updated version later. So while I was like really searching for jobs, I was very active about it. So what had happened was that I got different offers. So I would go on different platforms and I would like message people and talk about jobs and go on companies that I really desire to work in and search their job portal. And even if they didn't have like jobs, even if they weren't hiring at that point in time, I would still like, you know, look for a contact email and then just forward my CV with a brief introduction, like, okay, I'm looking for a job, this is what I can do, this is what I have studied, this is what I have done in the past, all those kind of things. So I'll just look for, even if it's like info@xxxcompany.com, I would like, you know, just send the CV out there, because most times these companies get this email and forward it to their HR. You can never tell like where your job breakthrough will come from. Also, I was talking to everybody. So eventually I applied for a job through my university, because I did my MBA in Canadian University in Dubai. So I applied for a job through my university and they told me, oh, they found a company that was looking for someone who fits my criteria. You have to apply mascara on your eye so that your eyelash hairs kind of stick to the false eyelashes. Sorry, I'm going to be jumping between topics because I'm trying to mix both. So anyways, then I sent my CV. I waited for them to call me. I think they didn't call me on time, so I sent out an email. Then the manager requested for a meeting with me, and okay, that was like fine and everything. So I go for this meeting and then the manager is telling me that he has been looking for someone with my qualifications and my criteria. I'm just letting the eyelash glue dry down for a little bit. So I wanted to get tacky. So the manager, I had this meeting with the manager and he told me like, okay, he's reporting to the head office, I think the next week, and he has like deadlines to fill when it comes to like his accounting books and everything, that I should help him tidy up the accounting and finance like arm of the business and everything, because he was like close to the deadline and I think he didn't know how to do it. And then okay, of course, like I'm a chartered accountant, I studied accounting, I have 2 masters in accounting and finance. So I was like, okay, that's easy for me. So I went home, I spent all night. I hadn't even gotten the job. He was just like, I want to see if you can do it first before I offer you the job. So I was like, okay. For me, it was even like, okay, I'm like more than equal to this task. I was really happy to do it. So I went home and I spent like 2 nights doing everything, tidying it up, arranging everything into accounts, creating accounts for the ones I needed to be creating. If you're an accountant, you know the drill. I was like doing everything, the bookkeeping, the finance aspects, the expected return of future projects. I did the whole works. Like even I hadn't done like proper financing. I hadn't done proper accounting since after like maybe like 2 years before that. So I had to go back and like really research and study, go back to my first MBA books, go back to my icon books. Like I really put in a lot of work and a lot of effort into it, and a lot of sleepless nights, at least 2 or 3 sleepless nights. So I did everything and then I sent it to him and it was perfect. Like he really loved it. So he called me for another meeting and then he was like, okay, this eyelash is actually past, you know, time, so I'm just going to stick it on. So what you want to do is, as I showed you before, you need to like see where you want your eyelash to start. Like I already have an idea how I want it to look like. So with my hand, I'm just going to go and stick it on my my right on top of my natural lash line. Also, sometimes you may not have lined your eye. I find that when you line your eye, it gives you like a general, it makes it easier for you because you just know which line you want to put it on. But even if you haven't lined your eye, just put it right above your natural lash line. So I'm going to go and put it now. Anyway, so let me continue with my job story. So that's how I now, like, you know, did everything. He was very impressed. He called me for another meeting over lunch. We went, we talked about everything. He was able to meet his deadline because I had, like, you know, done the accounting for him. He had sent it to the head office, so like everything was good, like everything was well and good, and I was like really excited, like oh finally, like I was going to be doing something I really loved and I really liked the company. So this is how he called me, and then I got the job. I started working in the office. The office was even close to my house. It was really good, but I still used to take taxi to work because you know Dubai is really hot, and that was like summer period. So sometimes my eyelash misbehaves, so I just use something with a very sharp end to press it in. So that's how I like went to the office. I started working there. I really liked the job and everything. And then while I was in the office, I heard him like, because the office was an open office. It's not like he had his own private office, but like it's an open office. So I used to hear him like having conversations with the lady who was directly below him, and they were talking about bringing another account manager to the job. So I didn't really put too much attention to it, because I was like, okay, well, we do a lot of stuff in that office, so we can be two doing it. But like a part of me was like thinking, like, why would he employ me and he's about to put me on the company visa? He was about to switch my visa from my old company to this company, and I was like, so why will he like still be looking for someone and everything? But I didn't know what they had discussed before I got there, so I was like, okay, like it was not a big deal for me. So later on, a new lady came in. I don't want to say her nationality, but a new lady came in, and when she came into the office, she started doing like what I was supposed to be doing. And okay, I didn't want to like make it such a big drama, so I just like, okay, fine, let her do like what she needs to do. So she now came to me and she was like, I should like teach her how to do what I did for the head office. And I was like, I found it like a bit awkward. So, and I told her that okay, that she should hold on. I would teach her, but first I need to discuss with because I really needed to know what was going on. Like, why would you bring somebody else while I'm there for the exact same position, and you're not telling me if we're going to be two or anything? Like, you just brought the person. So I wasn't comfortable. I was like, what's really going on? I really wanted to know. So you need to like press it in with your fingers. You need to press it in so that it really hits your natural lash line. And another thing is, you need to be sure that when you look up, you cannot see it, so you need to also curl it upwards. So let's just do that. So back to my story, guys. So I was like also one tip I forgot, which is actually making it difficult for me, is bending the lashes. So I'll do that in the second one and show you guys. So in my mind I was like, what's really going on? But as a sharp Niger babe, I was like, it's like this guy is trying to be funny, this guy is trying to do something. All my Nigerian people in the house, leave a comment and like this video. So I was like, this guy, I was like, my sharp Niger babe senses was like, this guy is trying to be funny, he's trying to like do something. So I started feeling like, okay, maybe this guy just needed me to do the work so that he would meet his deadline and then bring who he actually wanted to do the real job. Because he even started processing her visa before me, sent her to come and collect all the documents from me and everything. And I was like, this guy is being really funny. Like, what's really going on? I hadn't done anything. So I just knew that my job search was not over, but I just said, okay, let me keep going to work. So I discussed it with one of my mentors, and my mentor was like, just keep going to the office and see how it goes. Like, and my former boss was really nice. Like, he kept the space open for me, so even if I wanted to go back, I could have gone back. So I was like thinking, should I go back to my former office or should I just keep going? So I spoke with my mentor. I was just keep going and then you'll see how it goes. So that's how this guy like did her visa and everything, and I was like just sitting there and I was like wondering like what, like, and then she would come to me and tell me that, oh, our manager said that I should collect this from you, our manager said that you should teach me this accounting stuff, our manager said that I should email the head office in a different country the accounting. But I'm like, so at a point I told her that if we need to do any accounting stuff that she doesn't know how to do, she should speak to the manager first and let him tell me directly. So I didn't just want to leave like that. I wanted to speak to him, so I sent him an email. Like, I requested a meeting because I wanted to speak about it, that what's going on. Like, if you don't need my services here, just let me know. Like, it's fine, I've done the work for you, I will accept what I did it because I was trying to get a job. or like I wouldn't sit around for you guys to try and use me. That was what I had in my mind. Of course I would have said it in a nice and professional way and everything. So I sent him an email, he didn't respond. Every time he comes to the office, I'll try to see him, he'll be like he's busy and everything. He was clearly avoiding me, and I was like, and it's a small private branch of a bigger organization in Dubai. So every time he's like, every time I was trying to see him, he would like, so I realized this guy is avoiding me. So I just like, and then I sent him an SMS. I said, okay, since maybe he's not reading his email, he's busy or everything. So I sent him a text like, can we please have a meeting tomorrow during lunch and everything. This guy still did not reply. He'll come to the office and he'll be forming busy and everything. So I was like, okay, obviously this is what's going on. I don't need to waste more time like being used, and like just I can be using this time to apply for other jobs and everything. So I just, you know, I left that job. So let's call it a loss, because I lost it. Because at the point where I got this job, it was a point where I was like I really wanted to change jobs, and for me this was like, oh my god, a dream come true. I was doing what I studied and the pay was good enough, it was close to my apartment. So I was like, okay, this is very good. So when I just realized like, okay, this guy is like playing me, he's trying to be funny, he used me to do all the office accounting work to meet his deadline, and then he brought who he really wanted to bring. So I just said, okay, it's fine. So I went home. Okay, I didn't even go home that day. I went to my friend's house and I spent the night in my friend's house, and I just cried and cried and cried. And I can remember my friend like consoling me, like, it's okay, don't worry about it. You know, when somebody is crying, I don't even really know what to say. So that's how my friend was just looking at me like, it's okay, don't worry about it, you'll be fine, you get another one. And I was like, I was just so like, you know, those moments when everything in you just comes out. Like, I still remember how much I cried, and I still remember how bad I felt, like how hurt I felt when he did that to me. So like, okay, yeah, so I just went to my friend's house that day, and it's very unlike me. I don't sleep in people's houses. Like, if no matter how close we are, it's rare that I come and like, I just like to be in my own space. Like, I like to sleep in my own space. So that night I just didn't want to be by myself. I just went to my friend's house and I cried and cried and cried. And so I cried. And sometimes it's good to cry. Sometimes it's really good to cry. Just let out all the emotions that you're going through and everything. Don't like try to bottle it in. Like, there's nothing weak about crying. Whether you're a guy or whether you're a girl, there's nothing weak about crying. Just cry if you need to cry. Sometimes it's good to cry. It just like drains you, so you just like let out all the emotions through your tears, and you just like feel better after you cry. So that's how I cried. This is my crying story. I don't know why it's so spectacular, but I just remember like I bawled my eyes out. I was so upset. And I didn't want to like tell my family like this what was happening at that point in time. I didn't want my mom to worry. I didn't want my dad to worry and everything. And at this point in time, I was already telling myself like, okay, if I'm not able to change my career here, like, I'm open to looking for other opportunities in other countries. So I just kept like searching and everything, and then I didn't go back. But this is not the end of the story. So like, there's a lesson here. There's a lesson why I'm giving this story. So anyways, I just went back. I hope this eyelash is okay, but basically this is how to, and don't be scared, it's not supposed to be this difficult. I don't know why it's just like it's behaving right now. And then you can use an eyelash curler to curl it upwards. So anyways, fast forward to like months later, I got another job, like a dream job that I never complain about because it's opportunity that people pray for. So fast forward to that, like months later, I got another job and I started working there, traveling to different countries for work and everything. Like I was happy. I was happy. I was satisfied and everything. I liked my job. It was like a dream come true job. It was like a prayer answered. So I really appreciate it. So fast forward like months later, I got the job, and then I started working there, moved to other countries, traveled around and everything. And then I still kept in touch with one of my colleagues in that other place where I told you like they treated me bad and everything. So I still kept in touch with them. And then one day, like me and so this is what I was saying, like if I had curled it this way before I applied, it would have been much easier for me. So make sure to curl your eyelash like this, like just bend it inwards towards each other sort of before applying it. So me and this other, my former colleague, we were chatty, we were quite chatty. So I was asking like, oh, what's up, like how is the office, how is the manager, how is everything going, like what's going on, what's new, are you enjoying it there, just like catching up with him and everything. And then guess what this guy told me? He said that the company had shut down operations in Dubai. That shortly after I left, the company shut down operations in Dubai. I was like, no way, like you have to be kidding me. And he said like, yeah, that they were not able to even sustain it. I think they were not getting the funding that they needed. Then remember the oil crisis as well. So he was like, yeah, that the company had to shut down operations. Like he moved to the head office. I was like, where's everybody else? He's like, everybody just had to go and start looking for other jobs. So when he told me this, I was like, are you serious? Like, it just made me reflect. Like, that means God had a plan. Like, God knew that this was going to happen. God knew that the company was not going to be able to be sustainable in Dubai at that point in time. And God knew, like for me, I felt like this was the perfect place. I felt like finally I found it. This is in line with my career. It's in line with the location I want to be and everything. But God knew, God could see ahead of time. God could see that, you know, these people, even if you start working with them, they're going to shut down very soon. You'll be back to square one. You have to start cancelling your visa, doing another one and everything. So when I just thought of everything and I thought of how, because I remember that night when I went home and cried, I was even like praying and I was like, God, like why is everything so difficult at this point in time? Why can't I just get what I want? Like, what's wrong? What's going on? And I just remembered that moment. I reflected back on it and I was like, God, I'm so sorry if I questioned you. Like, God, I am so sorry. Like, I should have just trusted that you have a perfect plan for me and you know what you're doing, and that's why you allowed those things to happen. So, like, just imagine I could have been back to square one, re-looking for jobs again. And I would have been in an industry where it would be hard to find jobs because of the oil crisis and everything. So I just want to use this story to really encourage you, somebody out there. I don't know who it is, but I just really want to use this story to encourage somebody. Like, you might be going through your worst, you might be at your lowest, but God has a plan and God has a purpose. And at the end of the day, you're going to look back and smile. You're going to laugh and be happy that that thing happened to you. You're going to know why it happened and you're going to be thankful to God. So just think of that when you're going through something. It's preparing you for something bigger. Every like trial and tribulation you go through is preparing you for something bigger. It's preparing you for a greater glory. So now I'm going to move on to YouTube monetization. So if you are a small YouTuber, you probably know that YouTube has this new policy that makes it very hard for like smaller channels to be monetized. And I really wasn't going to speak about this. I was just going to, you know, try to get over the hurdle and not speak about. That was so easy using this thing. Where has this tool been all my life? I was like struggling with my hand. So yeah, oh, like that was so easy. I just placed it. My hand, why are you doing this to me? Like, and I have this sitting in my makeup and I've never used it. Oh my God, I can't believe it. So I don't know where this tool has been all my life. So my YouTube story is greatly inspired by another YouTuber. Her name is Busola Kole. Excuse me, please. Her name is Busola Kole, and we just started following each other. But she's really amazing. She's really supportive. She mentioned me in her video about YouTube monetization, and I think you guys should really go check it out. So I just want to encourage we small YouTubers, we can do it together as a community. We can achieve more, honestly. Like, if somebody subscribes, somebody likes your video, somebody shares, someone comments, click on their page or something to see if they have a channel as well that needs your support, and then you can always subscribe as well. Like, there's space on the YouTube community for everybody to grow, and dimming somebody else's light wouldn't make yours shine brighter. Arriving late to the table or arriving later than others doesn't mean that you failed. So it doesn't matter. And I also want to encourage like smaller YouTubers, smaller people out there. If you're thinking of starting a YouTube channel, don't be discouraged. If you have content that you know that the world needs to see, put it out there. When I started my channel, it was never for I never even thought about monetization. I just thought like, okay, you know what, I know these are the things I know, and I feel like the world can learn from. I always wanted to have a talk show when I was like younger. I was telling myself like I want to be like the next Oprah, the next Ellen, the next Wendy. Those are the people I really like, their talk shows. So I always like wanted to have a talk show. But while I was in Dubai, I used to think about it. It's not easy. You have to have a lot of money to do those kind of things, or have a sponsor, those kind of things. So I just thought, you know, why don't I just start with YouTube? I mean, this is a free platform that doesn't require any of those things. I started on my phone. Before you know it, I bought my camera. I started setting up gradually. I don't even have that full setup right now, but I'm using what I have. So you can use what you have to start your channel if you want to. Also, I also want to say something, like when it comes to your YouTube content, try to be original. Obviously, we all get inspired. Even if your content is not like immediately original, like, oh, I thought about this in my head, you might be inspired from somebody. Notice I'm using the word inspired. I don't want to say copy, because I really avoid it. I feel like copying is a really big thing, and I hate when people just copy off directly and they don't even, you know, put their own personality into it. I'm a fashion blogger as well, and I've done shoots where I'll see other fashion bloggers who are way more popular than me copying my concepts, copying my ideas and everything, and I don't take it personally. At first I was upset, like this person clearly copied my concept, but like my sister made me understand like you should be flattered other people are copying you and everything. So yeah, but when you're like inspired by somebody's concept, make sure you add your own personality to it. Add something different. Like, don't just copy somebody's idea like that, you know. If somebody's work inspires you, chop them out, and like, you know, be original as much as you can be original. Even if you are inspired by somebody, be original. So I think as a community we can achieve more. Together we all achieve more. Teamwork. Check out other people's videos, check out pages that need your subscription. Subscription is totally free, and yeah, we'll make it to the top. So yeah, I just want to encourage you guys. I personally really like it when I put out a video and I see comments, I see people actually appreciating the content I'm putting out, sorry, and people like really learning. I really even like when people learn, and people message me and say, oh, you told us to sleep better so we can have clearer skin, or my friends tell me, oh, you gave this tip in your makeup tutorial and I'm using it, it's really helping me. Those things like really make me happy. Like, I derive so much joy, and I always told myself like this is something I really love to do. I'm passionate about it. So even if I have just one subscriber, or even if I have just one view, I'm still gonna put out content, I'm still gonna make videos, because it's something I really love to do. So it's even more encouraging like when I see people sharing, commenting, liking, you know, those things like encourage we YouTubers to put out more content. Like, I get out of bed every morning, I wish I could just make a video every day, but it's not feasible because I have a 9 to 5. But yeah, like, let's encourage others like YouTube pages that don't have up to 1K subscribers. They haven't really grown yet. Everybody has their own content to bring. Everybody has their own, you know, their own flavor to bring to the YouTube community that somebody out there would learn from. You are not for everybody. You cannot be for everybody. In as much as I try to do videos like that incorporate everybody. I do makeup videos. I know it to be mainly guys who are into makeup that would probably click on it, or ladies who really want to learn makeup, but sometimes I'll do like a chit chat so somebody can learn from it. Like today I did like the eyelash tutorial, but as well I'm giving like some encouraging talk and everything. And then so like you cannot be for everybody. There will be someone who is not interested in your content. That's just the fact of life. You cannot be for everybody in this whole planet. But like as much as you're growing your community, you know, try to get as much publicity as you can, and we'll really appreciate if you guys also share to your friends and everything. So just like help support the YouTube ministry. It's not easy, but we love what we're doing and we love to do it for you guys. That's why I've started calling you guys YouTube family. No more like hi guys, yeah, you're guys, but like YouTube family and everything. So yeah, I think that's it for this video. I think this eyelash looks better than others. One more thing you can do after your eyelashes is you can reline your eyes. So I'm going to go in with this eyeliner. I'm going to line it again, just to cover, you know, any track marks for the lashes itself. I went and made a mistake, so just gonna leave it like this. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys have learned a thing or two. I sincerely hope my story has encouraged somebody. It's not the end of the world. What you're passing through, somebody has passed through it before. You're gonna get through it. You're gonna come out and you're gonna be thankful. You're gonna forget about it eventually. You're gonna be happy and you're gonna be fine. So that's it for this video, guys. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Like, really, are we still on this subscription talk? It's completely free. Subscribe to my channel. Click the red button down below, here or here. Click, there's a red button with subscribe. It's completely free. Turn on your bell button so you always get a notification as well, anytime and every time I post a video. So until my next video, guys, I'm NdatseNdomo on Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, and of course YouTube here. Love you guys and see you in my next video. Bye. And special shout out to my girl Busola Kole. Please subscribe to her channel. I'll leave it in my description bar and I'll probably put a link as well in this video. So love you guys and see you in my next video. Bye.